If you just joined in, wanted to let you know that I'm actually reading some of the dreams that people have written me that have already come to life for them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys of things that that God's already moving, God's already acting this year. So someone started a women's network, someone's paid off all their student loan debt, someone got offered a job in Nottingham, someone's evangelizing to her coworkers, working in homeless ministry, becoming closer to God and budgeting. Someone bought a house, that's awesome, doing more work with writing, becoming a better prayer partner, growing in the Lord, paying off credit card bills. So just so many things. People are launching businesses, and this is just so encouraging. Like, God's already moving in people's lives, and things are already coming to fruition for people. So that's really exciting. And so with that said, I wanted to do a quick Periscope to talk to you guys and also to encourage you around your seasonal refresh section and tell you a little bit about why we created this. So every 3 months in the planner, you have some time to just kind of reflect and reset and actually kind of start again with your dreams and your goals. And this happens every 3 months, and it starts off with a little prayer that we've written for you, and then you write down something that you're believing for the next 3 months. So I'd recommend just having some quiet time with yourself soon. It's crazy that we're already 3 months into the year, and that April is quickly approaching. So I wanted to go ahead and do this session before that actually happens, but to give you some guidelines there. The next two sections for the seasonal refresh is generosity planning and then a refocus cloud. So every 3 months you get a chance to do generosity planning again. So writing down who am I going to be encouraging and praying for this season, what am I making more time for this season, and then what am I budgeting for this season. And then next you get a refocus cloud. So every 3 months we're kind of juggling new things pop into our lap, new distractions attack us, or new obligations that we're in charge of. So it's just a good time to sit down and go, okay, what am I juggling right now? What are my focuses? What are my passions? What are my obligations and distractions? And then just to bubble those out in a chart form, and to really take a hard look at everything that you're juggling in life right now and say to yourself, all right, how can I make more time for these passions and for these God-given dreams? And how can I delete some of these distractions to make more time for my passions? So that's the purpose of that. And it's a quick little section. And one thing that we felt that it was missing is a place to like redo your goals, or like reflect on, all right, my bucket list and my goals for the next 3 months. So that's why we produced a really cool free gift. So we built this worksheet right here. It's called the Seasonal Refresh, and you can actually download this for free on our blog. So if you go to horacioprinting.com/blog, the first blog post you'll see will have a little link, and you can download it. You can print this bad boy out as many times as you want, for as many goals as you want. And this is a worksheet to help you work on one goal at a time and really dig down deep and kind of break it off into little pieces so you can really get something going. And I know that God's already working in your life. God's already making changes and renewing your heart. And there's so many things that God's already brought to life in people's everyday lives. But sometimes you need a little extra encouragement, a little extra planning to make these bigger dreams happen, and we want to provide that tool for you. So I'm going to show you quickly how to use this worksheet and how we built it. So hopefully you can kind of see there. So in the Seasonal Refresh Worksheet, they give the tagline, bring your goals to life. That's the whole purpose of it. Do one goal at a time. So the first thing you're going to fill out is your outcome. So what's the outcome that you want for this particular goal? So I'd recommend, jump back to your bucket list, look at all those dreams and those goals you had, maybe one of your top 3 dreams of the year, and write down the outcome that you want to see. And next I want you to ask yourself the question, is it positive and specific? Now this is really important. You want to have a positive goal, written in positive language. So instead of saying, I want to get rid of debt, maybe it's I want to be financially abundant and financially free because you don't have that debt. So think about the language you're using. And then secondly, you want to make sure that it's specific. So you want to know when you have this goal, it is done. Like this is a goal, I know exactly how I can measure it, I can track it, it's something I can do. And there's nothing wrong with having vague goals, like I want to be closer to God, and those goals are amazing, and like I would definitely recommend keeping those, but this worksheet is specifically for a specific goal that you want to accomplish, and when you get it, you'll know, I did it, this is done. So ask yourself those two questions. Is it specific and is it positive? So next, we have a large section here to ask yourself why. Now it's really important when you have a goal, it doesn't become a priority unless it has purpose. And to define the purpose of this goal, you need to ask yourself, why do I care? Why is this important? Why do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? Because if you don't have a purpose behind it, you're not going to prioritize it in your schedule, you're not going to make time for it. Because if something's a priority, you can make time for it. So really ask yourself why. Maybe come up with those really important reasons of why you want to get healthy, or why you want to learn that language, or why you want to grow that skill, or why do I want to start this business? Like, what's important to me and why do I need this? So ask yourself why and write that out. And then one way to track it is we have a little section here where you can draw a symbol. So this little symbol, or maybe it's a sticker, you can actually like put that symbol right in the box, and then in your planner during the week you can, draw that symbol in the week to signify that you've done some work on it. Or when you're carving out time in your week, say, all right, I'm gonna make time for this. Maybe it's a little workout muscle arm, or it's a heart that represents spending time with my husband, or spending more time in this relationship or in that ministry. That way you can just kind of keep track in your planner with a little symbol. Yeah. So then you have your outcome, you've got the why, you've got your purpose behind it. Now let's get to work. This is the action section, okay? So this is where you ask yourself some really important questions about what actions to take. So these are the 3 questions we came up with just to kind of help you get going. So the first question is, what resources do I need? The second question is, how can I prepare? What are my preparation steps? Don't get too hung up on this, but it is important to prepare. And then lastly, what are my next steps? What are the steps I need to take to accomplish this goal? For some goals, it might 100% be just resources, or it might just be, no, I don't need any resources, it's just me, I gotta get going. So you don't have to use these columns specifically how we have them laid out. It could all be steps, it could all be resources, like you use it how you want to use it. Then you ask yourself, how much time per week am I going to invest? And this is important. Sometimes we bite off more than we can chew, or we think we have more time than we do, and life happens. And the most important thing I can tell you is give yourself grace. You know what I mean? Like, we're not Superwoman, we're not Superman. Give yourself grace, forgive yourself, because we really start off at the beginning of the year with so many dreams, and it's okay to let life happen and kind of slow down, but this is a good time. These 3-month check-ins is a great time to refresh, to get going, and to re-inspire yourself to make these dreams happen. So ask yourself, honestly, how much time per week are you going to invest in this goal? And then lastly, we've got a little timeline at the bottom. And I love timelines. That's kind of how I do everything. Like whenever I'm doing a production for a planner, I want to make sure this is the date I want it done, this is the date of today. To get it done, I have to work backwards. So I encourage you to type in the date of when you want this goal done, and then what's today's date, and then what are some really important steps along the way to get me there. And that's pretty much it. It's really simple, and I'm going to quickly show you an example of one that I just did so you can see one kind of filled out. So this one is mine, and it's a really simple goal, and my outcome is I want to improve my French, and I want to gain 1,000 points on Duolingo. That will actually put me in front of my husband, who is a Duolingo user as well. Which, by the way, Duolingo is an app to help you, a free app to help you learn a language. So I asked myself, is it positive? Yeah. Is it specific? Yes. If I just have improved my French, this wouldn't be specific. But I added in, I want to gain 1,000 points. Another way to do that is maybe I'm going to take 20 classes at the gym, or I'm going to take a language lesson. Like, make sure something is specific enough to where you'll know when you've hit the end of the road. So I asked myself why, because I'm traveling to France in May. I'm so excited. I've studied French for years. I want to be more confident. I'm going with my friend who doesn't speak French, and so I want to be able to, confidently get us around and whatnot. My little symbol is a, kind of easy to draw Eiffel Tower there. And then I just kind of started brainstorming what I need. My free app of Duolingo. I need daily discipline, so just kind of like calling myself out on that. And then how I'm going to prepare is set a reminder on my phone every day to gain 20 points per day. So I'm going to spend 2 hours a week, and I did my little timeline. This is today. This is the end of the goal. I'm currently at 1,500 points. I need to get to 2,500 points. So that means I need to get, 20 points a day, and then I'll hit my goal. So I have 2 check-in points, 2 accountability check-in points of April 1st and May 1st, and how many points I'm going to be at those times. So that's one way to do it. I just want to show you guys a quick example of how I was able to do this, and you can print this out as many times as you need. If you guys have any questions at all, always email me at hi@HoracioPrinting.com. Be happy to help you work through this worksheet or answer any other questions. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week and an amazing Easter. And we just love you a lot, and we're very thankful for you. God bless.